It's that time of year. Big Dig's Fantasy Football League Week 1 matchup predictions here. We got Papa Parlay in the studio. Going to start us off with Team Mecozzi, Team Sim for Sarah. Pretty big disparity here with Team Mecozzi only being projected 114 versus the Sim for Sarah at 132. Looking at the QBs, pretty big disparity. They're not like in Rodgers Week 1. Neither am I. Mahomes is going to take that one all day. Josh Jacobs, Jahmyr Gibbs. I actually think that's going to be a pretty close matchup. I do think Gibbs might edge him out, but I mean, you can't discount the fact that they're still going to be running David Montgomery a ton. Kenneth Walker, Chase Brown, Kenneth Walker, obviously. Nico Collins, Marvin Harrison. I'm going to lean towards Nico. The round 1 pick out of C. Mecozzi is not projected very high. He had the chance to go A.J. Brown, didn't. Or, no, he didn't have the chance to go to A.J. Brown. I'm not sure if he did or didn't in the draft. But either way, A.J. Brown, Nico Collins, definitely going to edge out Jalen Waddle, Marvin Harrison. Njoku over Bowers. I actually think Bowers might edge him out on that. Diggs over Jerome Ford. And then Amari Cooper, David Montgomery, that's going to be pretty even Stevens. But as you can see, I mean, I've got to agree with the projections on Sleeper here. I think Sim for Sarah is going to start this off 2-0. Then we got Dolphins Pods Let's Swim versus Indy's Cheeks. We got Jono and John taking a look at the QB matchup. Really like Jordan Love this year. Kyler Murray, tough Week 1 matchup against Buffalo. That defense isn't as strong, but I will be taking Jordan Love in that QB matchup. Devon Achane, Alvin Kamara, Bijan, and Saquon. Gonna give the edge here to John on the RB slot. Achane, definitely explosive, but it's going to be a huge committee in Miami. And these are the guys, New Orleans and Atlanta. I mean, you got Bijan and Kamara. That's all you got. Saquon, we're going to have to figure out if the tush push is live or not. Cooper Kupp and Drake London, Brandon Ayuk and DJ Moore. Wide receivers are not the strong suits on these teams by any means. I think these are going to be some pretty consistent plays out of these guys. I mean, this is pretty evenly matched up at the wide receiver position. I will give the edge to Mark Andrews at the tight end slot. Kyle Pitts might not even play. DeAndre Swift, Jaden Reed. That's actually going to be a pretty close matchup here. But I do think Jono kind of edges John here in the flex positions between Christian Kirk and DeAndre Swift. Curtis Samuel, I mean, if he stays healthy, I mean, he could be a guy. That's exactly the nickname there, maybe a guy. But I got to say, I think Mark Andrews will be the difference in this one. I'm going to lean towards Indy's Cheeks, Week 1 victory. Now we got Smelly Coop 1-4 and God Did. Let's take a look. We got Burrow and Prescott. Going to be leaning Prescott on this one, actually. Burrow's projections are pretty high, but I don't know. He's coming off the injury. He might start off pretty slow. He might not even have Jamar Chase Week 1, so we got to figure that out, too. Pacheco and Rashad White. I'm leaning towards Rashad. I just think that Pacheco's got a tough matchup in Baltimore. James Conner, Tony Pollard. Obviously, Conner's going to take that one. CeeDee Lamb, Chase. Chase might not even play. So, CeeDee Lamb all day. Puka Nacua, Debo, going Puka. Matt Stafford just feeds those guys. Trey McBride, Kelsey, leaning towards Kelsey on that one. Mike Evans, Mostert, obviously Mike Evans. T. Higgins, Chris Godwin. I mean, if Jamar Chase doesn't play, I mean, easy Week 1 victory for Coop. I think Smelly Coop, the projections are deceiving. I don't know if T. Larson can overcome God Did Week 1. Here we go. Zero keeper strategy, Nabers and Paris and Kittle. Got Lamar Stroud, leaning towards Lamar. Jonathan Taylor, Ramondre, Breece Hall, and Travis Etienne. Breece Hall, Travis Etienne have got the edge on that RB room for sure. Jonathan Taylor's a beast. He can definitely maybe make up for Ramondre's inefficiencies, but not enough to overtake these two RB1, RB2, just like the nickname says. Malik Nabers and Rome, couple of rookies over Olave and Metcalf. No way. We're going Olave, Metcalf. They'll be taking that. Laporta and Kittle, going Laporta for sure. Addison, Watson. As much as the Minnesota Vikings have really not figured it out at quarterback, I do think Week 1 matchup against the Giants is a good one. I lean towards Addison on that. And yeah, I do like Devin Singletary as well. So, I mean, Alvin's edging him out here in the flex position, tight end position, wide receiver position. Is Racky Chan's QB and RBs enough to overcome in that Week 1? I don't think so. I'm going to go with the zero keeper strategy, winning that Week 1 matchup. And here we go. We got Molly's Muffins and the Implication. We got A-Rod, or A-Rich, and Jalen Hurts. I lean towards Jalen on this, but this is a really close QB matchup. There's no huge edge on either of them. Tyler Williams, Najee. God, he just keeps taking out this Najee pick. Sam loves Najee Harris. This guy's a bum. Derrick Henry, James Cook. Got to give the RB advantage to Troy there. Tyreek Hill, Michael Pittman, Garrett Wilson, Devonta Smith. Got to give the wide receiver edge to Troy here as well. Jake Ferguson, Ingram. Give the tight end edge to Sam here. I love Evan Ingram. George Pickens, Tank Dell, Terry McLaurin, and Javonte Williams. I've got to give the edge and the flex spot over to Sam. I don't love George Pickens, but I do really like Tank Dell. And with that being said, is it enough to overcome the wide receiver RB disparity? I don't think so. I'm tending to agree with Sleeper's projections here. I think Troy's winning in a close matchup here. And we got Sugar and Tea versus Detrimentally Horny. Here we go. Josh Allen, Caleb Williams, easy Josh Allen. Aaron Jones, Zamir White, Christian McCaffrey, Joe Mixon. He's got me in the RB room for sure. And Amon-Ra, Jay Jettas, Devontae, and Zay. Yeah, I got him on the wide receiver room. Easy. He's got me beat in the tight end position with Kincaid here. But I think I got him all day in the flex with Rasheed and Chuba. Smith-Njigba is going to be wildly inconsistent, and Xavier Worthy, I mean, unless he catches a 60-yard touchdown, this might be a useless play. So I got to go with Papa Parlay and his Detrimentally Horny squad here to win that Week 1 matchup. All right, gentlemen, that's your Week 1 matchup predictions. Good luck, boys.